When a child learns to survive instead of feel, the world is my case study. I'm not here to tell you what to think, I'm here to make you think. Human behavior is my research. Every conversation is evidence. Every choice tells a story. Every pattern reveals something deeper. Welcome to Spoken Raw. I'm Livinia Godfrey. When a child grows up watching their mother quietly endure, they don't witness sacrifice. They experience uncertainty. They feel a tension, the silence, the emotional weight no one acknowledges. Not because anyone explained it, but because their nervous system already has. A child doesn't understand why mom suddenly speaks less, why she walks on eggshells, why she apologizes for things that aren't her fault, or why the light in her eyes slowly fades. They can't explain it, but they can feel it. And what they feel becomes the emotional blueprint they carry long before they have the words to describe it. Children don't just hear what happens in a home, they observe it. Every raised voice, every cold silence, every forced smile, every moment, love feels conditional instead of safe. When a child's nervous system is exposed to chronic emotional stress, the body often speaks first. Stomach aches, constipation, diarrhea, headaches, rashes, trouble sleeping, anxiety, symptoms with no obvious medical explanation. Yet, the body is expressing what the child cannot. A child has no language to explain what's happening, no authority to question it, no ability to leave, so the nervous system adapts. It learns to stay alert, to scan every room, to anticipate conflict, to stay quiet, to become small, to survive. These aren't character flaws, they're survival responses. Children observe what adults suppress. When a parent silently carries fear, emotional pain, resentment, helplessness, or chronic stress, children often begin carrying it too. Not because they're responsible, because they're connected. If you grew up in a home where one parent endured while the other dominated, you may still recognize it today. A tight chest, fear of conflict, people pleasing, hyper difficulty trusting others, feeling responsible for everyone else's emotions, apologizing for things that weren't your fault, feeling guilty for choosing yourself. You may have grown older, but your nervous system never received the message that the danger had passed. We spend years treating the systems, doctors, tests, medication, therapy, protocols, but we rarely ask what kind of emotional environment did this body have to survive. Because the body remembers, even when the mind forgets. The difficult truth is this. When a parent lives in a long-term emotional endurance, the entire household feels it. Children don't always carry it emotionally. Sometimes they carry it physically. Not because they're weak, but because they haven't learned another way to protect themselves. The good news is this. Healing is possible. Healing begins when unspoken becomes spoken. When silence is replaced with honesty, when fear is replaced with safety, when children no longer have to guess how the people they love are feeling. Repair doesn't require perfection. It requires presence, consistency, emotional safety, and the courage to break patterns that have existed for generations. This conversation is about blaming mothers or fathers. It's about understanding what happens inside a child's nervous system when a parent feels unsupported, overwhelmed, emotionally unsafe, or alone. Children don't grow up remembering every argument. They grow up remembering how their body felt inside the home. A child's nervous system doesn't care who won the fight. It only remembers whether home felt safe. Because long before a child understands love, their body has already learned survival. The conversation ends here. The thinking shouldn't. I'm Livinia Godfrey. This is Spoken Raw.